Content warning. Tales of Tupenia features some depictions and descriptions of violence, as well as themes consistent with abuse and alcoholism. These are not incredibly common, but be warned. Hey everybody, Belby here, the DM of Tales of Tupenia. Just a couple of announcements before we start up session. Tales of Tupenia is a D&D live play show created by fans for fans, and as such features many homebrew elements. We're not actors nor experts, we're just a group of friends having fun. That being said, we are aware of some audio issues that are present throughout the early episodes. In a campaign that we plan on being full length, please bear with us as we work to make the best show and viewer experience that we can. Furthermore, there will be an effect that plays occasionally in a place of a small number of places, institutions, and people. Right here. This sound effect is intentional and will be explored and explained as the campaign goes on. If you're interested in supporting the show, check out the link to the Patreon in the video description, which will feature different levels of access, including but not limited to Side of Tots, a talkback show that begins at around episode 16, as well as a monthly gaming video with the party, and our quarterly merch, which for the first quarter will only be $10 a month, since Side of Tots will be following behind. Thank you, and appreciate your support for the show. Bye!
On the Lamani Islands, they say if the Hollow Mountain sings to you, you should always listen, for the song itself can carry you out to sea. This was, of course, the one place Uprush always wanted to go. Dmitri Zephius gained the nickname Uprush from a young age, as he always displayed a surge of emotion and passion, strong enough to sweep away any who were ill-prepared for his enthusiasm. He's like an uprush of seawater when he talks, became the easiest way to describe him to seafarers, wondering why an 8-year-old might be hanging out by the docks so often. Aside from his enthusiasm regarding shipfaring, Uprush's mother helped with restocking seafaring ships that would stop by the islands, so meeting seafarers was the norm. This norm for young Uprush was shaken up when a young girl with curly hair made her way onto the island, proclaiming all the world's gold and cookies would be hers someday. From then on, Uprush and the girl nicknamed Cookie would spend their days together fantasizing about being adventurers out on the open sea. Cookie's father would take Uprush under his wing, despite the concerns of Uprush's mother. As he became a man, Uprush gained respect and camaraderie aboard the ship known as the Great White. But Uprush saw a side of the captain no one else quite recognized. Amidst an attempt to convince Cookie to leave the crew with him permanently, Uprush was accused of mutiny, shot in the chest, and left aboard a dinghy to float out at sea. The last thing Uprush heard was the sound of his friend's voice, the splash of the waves, and the sound of the wind's song, all before reaching the unfamiliar shores of Balestone. Chasing away back out into the open seas, Uprush took up bartending to accrue enough coin and a new crew, all with the hope of reuniting with his dearest friend.
Born to seafaring merchants, Jack and Robin, hailing from Arigian and Calcary, neither of whom were willing to give up a life on the sea. Hector grew up barely 4 years before returning to the sea for a life of adventure. His youngest mentor in the clerical arts was a steward of the drowned, a medic known as Tim Callaghan. Eventually, his parents' honest merchant dealings led them into conflict with a pirate crew of a fearsome captain, where Hector's parents passed away tragically, with barely enough surviving members to crew the ship into the nearest harbor. Hector's friend Tim took him in, a blessing for young Hector that quickly was dashed as he was left with a smile in the main temple of the drowned stewards in the town of Cotton's Creek, to be raised by one Albert Sparrow, an older steward past his prime. Hector went on to become a fellow steward of the drowned, sailing the seas, protecting ships from the same fate that befell his parents. One day, a group of pirates captured him and stuck him in the upstairs closet of a seaside cottage, held prisoner for a week until the early crew of the Bearded Dragon found him. A crew that Hector has stood fiercely by ever since.
Grow Kadag was born and raised in the kingdom of the Red Dawn. His parents, Shior and Calabax, and siblings and fellow orcs were brutal fighters, taught to hone their aggression in battle against their enemies. Grow grew to become the tallest and burliest of his family, and one of the largest offspring of the Red Dawn. A capable fighter with a gargantuan size, a towering stature, and mammothian teeth that would make any regular human quite intensely shit their pants. Through his straight, raven black hair parts at the middle, a real charmer. He was inducted into the Black Blood clan and went on many adventures. As time passed, the clan would realize something about Grow that infuriated them. He was a sweetheart. He would frequently gaze upon beautiful natural flora and fauna and would resist killing any individuals who wouldn't directly harm him. Whereas all the other orcs were intelligent in livelihood skills and battle practices and tactical knowledge, Grow was a simpleton. His sheer size and strength was enough for him to push through any obstacles presented to the Black Bloods. But even as the rest of the Black Bloods slowly turned their backs on him, Grow was too simple to see it. To him, they were his family. So he stayed with them, until one blissful morning when Grow woke to emptiness around him. The Black Bloods were gone, and Grow hadn't the slightest clue of where to go. Only a name. Bartholomew. Unfortunately, for Grow, he couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. He wandered the countryside finding people who at first rejected him and were scared of him, but would warm up to him through his politeness and simplicity. After many months of wandering and helping, 3 years later, Grow would eventually make it to the city of Benict in the kingdom of Pustab, where he befriended a total bar owner, Rue, and would help her with chores and errands. The city of Benict would see that Grow was an enigma, a condemnation of their treatment of orcs, but some would have prejudices too deep to set aside. Grow left the city, joining the crew of the Bearded Dragon to chase the thrill of battle and to make a new name for himself. With a new crew, a new weapon, and a new cause at his side, Grow's path wanders far away from those who once threw insults his way, even if he was too simple to understand them anyways.
Adrian Drake was born and raised in Winterstone. Being the second son of the Admiral of the Kingdom, Adrian always lived a life of adventure and wanted to be out at sea like his father. He and his brother lived their early lives with a nanny, though Adrian snuck out multiple times into the slums, getting into trouble with his best friend Karn. Later on in his years, he was hired onto the Agalita, a trade ship with an older captain Adrian saw as second father. During one voyage at sea, an Asmer named Ariel came aboard trying to get Adrian to do a quest for his god, and would not leave until he did so. While the two were below deck in a heated argument, the Agalita was suddenly assailed by pirates, an all-out assault, which was suddenly disrupted as a bolt of lightning rent the sky, sinking the ship and all aboard it. Adrian woke up in the middle of the sea alone, at least that's what he thought, until days later, a dry voice echoed through his head. The self-same voice of the Asmer he previously encountered. Drake made his slow way back to port, where he and Ariel now share the same body, though not, perhaps, the same goals.
I do not recall when exactly I became what we are today, but here be what I will share. Little John Jack grew up in the slums of Smiva, me mama telling me the stories of Klek, the devourer of the treasonous, he who swallows the liars and cheats. Never understood why nobody heeded the warnings. We couldn't even trust our leaders, those meant to protect us. Instead, the Baron took me mother from me. I found a new home in the old elf tree, and found a new family all my own. Then he took that away too. I escaped the town with nothing but my clothes and a few friends. And me brother in all but blood, I would have followed him to the ends of the world. And I did. And we were free. Yet the world took that from me too. Han, my brother, he sold me out for wealth and power. Under the thumb of the Baron of Bimbolo, the very man who took everything from me, I found if you take enough from a man, you make a monster. With nothing of the little boy in me left, the fish from my mama's stories spoke to me. I thought it a mere illusion, but it delivered us to new friends and freedom. I know it take more than fables to fix the wrongs of the world. Be taken more than the blood, sweat, and tears that has already been taken. It be taken something more. With me crew, we be feeding the fishes.
Hey everybody, just wanted to bring you up to date with some issues that may exist in these next two episodes of Tales of Tupenia. In episodes 3 and 4, we were sort of dealing with some audio issues, some internet issues, and some storm interference. So you may notice some more edits throughout the course of these videos that are going to be a little bit different than the normal rest of the episodes are. Enjoy the bits and bobs and the assorted nature of these. Thank you for supporting Tales of Tupenia. Bye-bye. Okay, does anyone need, like, a quick, recap from where we were last time?
Recaps are always good.
Recap's always good. Okay, so you guys had, after finishing your first, conflict with, you guys had returned, to the nation of Pastab, before you guys had, decided to set off for the Epthurunese Despotate. You had found a little note, asking for soldiers of some sort to be sent for some sort of conflict out of nowhere from a mysterious benefactor. You were not entirely certain why, who. The other ones were labeled pretty effectively, like where each person was going, and this information was kind of just out of nowhere. But you guys had set off back for Pastab. You got everything fixed. You got everything shipshape. You were given command of another ship by your friend Admiral Sinigalt Thricemark, and you named Adrian Drake captain, Adrian Drake / Ariel captain of the new ship, which you christened the Wave Splitter. I keep wanting to say Wave Strider. Every time I keep wanting to say Wave Strider, and I think that's because I'm thinking Waste Strider.
Waste Strider.
Yeah, the Wave Splitter. So you guys christened it the Wave Splitter, and you hired an entirely new crew. You set out to sea only to, on your second day in, run into a ship captained by an undead of some sort. Ghosts aplenty, manning the masts and the riggings. And you guys were able to talk your way out of it by sending him off after a long-known captain of yore that you guys had found the journal of, Grimjin Yarrow. He had disappeared in some direction, and they sailed off. In that subsequent day, you guys prepped and you ran into, within a day or so afterward, the boat of the Hand. One of the high-ranking figures of you guys had come to know, who had been attacked by the and utterly just shit kicked in. You guys were able to make peace amongst you by offering them the return of the Stone of Storms, and a magical artifact that had been stolen by your new captain, Jethro Gravestone. And... Or your new first mate? Sorry, ally? Your new ally, Jethro Gravestone. Yeah, you named him first mate, my bad. Your new ally, Jethro Gravestone. And you returned off to sea. He was not killed. Thankfully, you guys were able to broker a peace, Captain Uprush being at the helm of that. And you guys had a couple days of smooth sailing. With the benefit of the Stone of Storms, you had taken your total voyage down to, I believe it was 12 days that we had given you. So you, having finished your 6th day with nothing, with not a lot occurring, have now continued onto the rest of on the rest of your journey. Which is where we pick up at the beginning of the 7th day. First off the bat, Travis, I'm gonna need a roll from RAL for your thing. I'm gonna need an RAL roll.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
$24.
24. Wonderful. RAL maintains control for the current day. So you or I believe it was RAL for this one because you had swapped RAL Drake, RAL. And then still RAL for a couple of days. Yeah, okay. So, RAL maintains control. And we, who would like to roll for today's journey of travel on your 7th day? Anyone? D20?
I don't wanna.
I got it.
Oh, I was gonna say let the chaotic reign in.
Let Jose just
That's
send
a 2!
it. Yeah. It's a what? A 2?
2!
2. Interesting. Okay, where's my...
The chaotic might have been better.
Okay, so...
I think I'm just gonna put every dice I roll just right into dice jail afterwards.
It's not the worst encounter you could have gotten. I had some other encounters that were lined up, so...
Described as not the worst is still not exactly very comforting.
Not the worst. It's just a pleasant experience for sure.
Okay.
You guys, as you roll into your 7th day of travel, you are about midway through the morning, when from the roll a perception check, Hector. Frank will be responsible for all things today.
That's a 1, so can I not be in charge of anything else ever?
Do you have any benefits to that? Any rerolls or?
Not rerolls, but if you don't count critical failures all the time, I do have like a +8.
Yeah, no. The last
It's a 9.
I think with that, I think that you, having had a rough night's sleep, you aided yourself getting to sleep last night, with a little bit of extended stay at the dinner, and you wake up kind of bleary-eyed, and it is not until you hear the sounds of splashing coming from out of the water directly next to your boat that you guys realize, please roll initiative. You are being attacked. You see plummeting out of the water, shooting out of the water, roughly about 15 Tritons, like your friend Gershwin. Yeah.
Gershwin.
Yeah. So, please roll initiative.
Is Gershwin on my ship or on the other?
Gershwin
is Gershwin on the bearded dragon?
Gershwin is aboard the bearded dragon. Yes, it is. It is about 15 per ship that are appearing here. They are not entirely certain which ship he is aboard. Let's do.
I'm gonna ask Gershwin, be like, any chance you could broker the peace here, buddy?
Well, roll initiative. It does not appear to be.
I am.
They appear to be like actively kind of armed, and appear to be.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Wonderful. Cool. All right, and so yeah, what are you gonna do here on your turn?
Well.
Or like you are the person here now.
Yeah, I mean after Gershwin's reaction, I'm kind of considering that Albert doesn't want to kill the guy that badly, but you gotta ask Gershwin, do you think we can get any information out of him if we just locked him up?
He goes, he was only after me, it seems. I don't think that he goes, I don't think that there is any information to be gained.
That sucks.
Everyone in our crew has some random people after them. This is great.
What'd you say?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in our crew has some random people after them. This is great.
Yeah. The rules of a fantasy world. Everyone's pissed someone off.
Everyone's got beef, bro. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, can't have this guy chasing us around the whole world just because he wants your throat. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking stab him again because you're gonna have to die.
Yeah. How would you like to murder this guy?
I mean, I'm gonna have to put that blade right into his heart, bro.
You take it back out of the place in the center of his chest where you'd stabbed him, and you're like, ooh, an inch to the left, bang, or inch to the right, and just directly into the chest, and you watch as he for a second he makes eye contact with you, and then he slowly, his head flops over towards Gershwin, and he mutters that same thing again, and just his head flops back onto the deck.
Gershwin, what did he say?
It's a not pleasant term for lower born Tritons. It was I got called it a lot as a kid.
Oh my god, he's racist.
Oh.
What? Oh my god. Triton racism. Triton classism.
Well, if anyone ever calls you that again, Gershwin, you let me know.
He kind of
pull the dagger out.
He kind of nods his head and reholsters his spear and takes off. You guys, okay, so that polishes off your fight. You have some corpses to pitch overboard if you would like to. I don't imagine you don't really have need of food, despite what the turtle tries to. Your turtle ally attempts to, Rouge. She comes aboard and she's
oh my god.
She's like, this is good meat. We could absolutely use this.
Oh my god.
Listen, I don't know if our buddy Gersh will be okay with that.
She goes, fair point. All right, fine, and grabs one by the belt and hoists him overboard. Yeah, that finishes up day 7.
Any of them got some shit on them?
Any other what? Oh, yeah, you guys can.
Did any of them have any stuff on them?
Yes, but it's not particularly useful. Like, you know, it's assorted like spears and things, but you guys already have your weapons. You guys can collect them for the sake of like maybe selling them off at the docks or something. Like,
And backups, just
yeah, you guys could gather. Let's see, it would be how many crossbowmen did I have? You could gather 4 crossbows. You could gather 6 serrated swords, and you could gather 8 spears. The other ones had gone overboard with the people that were pitched off, you know, like when they got blasted off the ship and such, you know. So, if anyone would like to mark that in their inventory,
those bodies overboard then.
they have some coin aboard them, with them, but it does not appear to be the coin of the Empire, or you know, the coin of the mainland that you recognize. It appears to be like a you know, like a briny it's almost like a coral type of coin, right? It's like it is specifically for their society, it appears.
Ooh, cool.
I
I'll
like
keep one
that.
of those.
That's cool.
You're gonna grab some Aquan coin?
That sounds useful.
Just one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Guess we find ourselves in there.
there's probably about 56 in total, you know, amalgamated among them. So, if everyone wants to
Hey,
grab
if no
one
one
as a
else wants
souvenir-
that, I'll take them.
Oh, you're gonna
take the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, is everyone?
What do I?
items?
Huh?
Yeah, I whoever wants a souvenir can take one, but I'll take the rest.
Okay.
What were the other items? The weapons, I guess?
4 crossbow, 6 serrated sword. I know that was a 3, but 6 serrated sword, 8 of the spear.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, and then, yeah, if anyone would like to take an Aquan coin, message Jean-Jacques or, you know, such that you can, and then Manny will have, Jean-Jacques will have the rest.
Alright, so how much is that?
56 in total, minus
56.
I'll take one of them.
souvenir. Okay.
Alright.
So 55.
55.
Alright. 55 for Jean-Jacques.
Alright.
Alright. So that'll that completes for this day. That is the only encounter that you guys have. If you guys would like to do anything for the rest of the 7th day, you now have that option available to you.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Okay, cool. So let's do a anyone? Let's see. No one has anything. Jean-Jacques, Hector.
Nope.
Okay,
No.
cool. Right. Let me mark that off then. Let's do. Okay, so that fight is off the board. So let's do an additional. We'll do. So that'll be 18, 20, 2 to
That
4
outside?
are both
That is
allocated
outside,
to this. Okay, so I'm reallocating. You guys go to sleep on the 7th day, and you wake up English. You wake up on the 8th day of your journey. I'd like another roll just for you know, daily roll from someone. Let's see. So that was Frank last time. Oh, so okay, Travis, that's you.
Yep.
Wonderful.
19.
19. Smooth sailing with a tailwind. You guys lose another 2 days to your journey.
Nice.
So
Nice.
It continues to your journey continues to as the who were or the who had joined you aboard your ships. They kind of you see the hand kind of call out, just, "Oi! I think we can get a little bit of a speed behind us." And you watch as the tailwind kicks up and into you, and you guys manage to you gain a lot of pace on your day that day. So we are down to that was day 8, which means that we have 2 more days, because we are down to 10 days. Now you guys are beginning to get in sight of the coast.
Wow.
Not at a distance, Hector. You know, you're beginning to see the faint outline of land.
I'd call that out to tell everybody.
Does he say Lando?
Lando!
He said Lando.
Lando.
He said the thing, guys. He said the thing.
Can we even hear that from our ship?
No.
Well, he's a cleric, actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, if
So
you
there
have
is thaumaturgy.
Do I have thaumaturgy? Let me double check.
It's like a very useful crow's nest thing to do.
Oh, it's thaumaturgy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have thaumaturgy. Yep.
Yep. So
Yay.
you boom out across the sea. Land ho!
Yep.
And you guys have a wonderful, you know, it's pretty smooth sailing the entire day. There's not a lot to do besides just going about your duties, unless you you know, unless anyone has anything individually that they would like. Oh, Jose, we can do Graal's level up after that fight.
Did I ever talk to the Furbolgs?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I did.
Yeah. So level up.
I'm
He
good
did,
with
yeah.
whatever.
Huh?
Oh, what were you saying? Sorry.
Graal's level up after that fight.
After this fight that just happened.
That fight that just happened. We're gonna take Graal's level up.
You
here.
can level up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, hey, you know, I'm not gonna keep him on a bad level.
Okay.
Separate level. We've got plenty of Graal backstory to come, and I don't want to keep you on a different level from everyone else for a while. So you know.
It's okay. Graal likes being the beat 'em up.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do here, Jose? I don't know if you've ever done a level up with me before. I'm going to roll a d12 for your HP,
Okay.
and you are going to roll a d12, and then you will tell me whether you want to pick your die or my die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, are you gonna tell me like what you
I'm not going to
landed
tell you
on?
the number. Nope. You
That's-
get to pick a
that's-
choice. It is a 50-50 between whether I rolled better than you or not.
Okay.
Okay?
Tell me when to roll.
Yeah, give it a roll. I've already rolled mine. Mine or
I
yours?
think definitely mine.
Yeah? I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 12.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good choice. Okay, so you take
Yeah.
12 plus your
Smart
con
pick.
for the level up. And then you've already got all of your stuff that you're doing for it. Tell me whether, once you've decided whether you are going to take a feat or an ASI here.
I'm not doing any of that.
Well, no. Well, you have to for one or the other for the level up. So at level 8, no, because at level 8 you have to take either a feat, right, or an ability score improvement.
I'm multi-classing.
Right, but you still
still
get
get
you still
That
get
wasn't
an ASI.
explained. Yeah, we do it off a character level.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys do it off of character
Oh,
level.
yeah.
Yeah, to better enable like weird
Yes,
builds.
sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
No, I
Jack's
didn't realize
build
that.
already
Oh,
sucks. It would
oh.
definitely suck if that wasn't the thing.
Yeah, I forgot that was off meta. That's my bad. Yes, we still allow so either an ASI or a character.
Well, then I'll take a feat. I don't know which feat then, because I didn't know that you guys did it off of character level.
Yeah, it's an amalgamated thing where like we don't want anyone to get boned on ASIs or feats just because like they did a weird multi-class and it ended up with them not ever hitting any of the individual breakpoints. It just wouldn't be fun. Because you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, so imagine you were at something like 15, 3, and 1, right? That means you were missing out on 3 total ASI feats and, etc. there.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm now struck. I need a little bit of time to choose
Yeah.
a feat, but I will be choosing a feat.
Yeah, feel free to do that on your own, and let me know once you've got the pick.
Okay.
Okay.
But I am multi-classing into druid.
Okay.
Hey.
Graal.
Nice.
All right.
Fucking
all right.
Tanko boy.
Well, so you are kind of playing a druid. You said I would like to play a druid, and now you're kind
But I
of.
want to.
playing a druid.
I like now that I was like doing all of like the work. I have an idea for a really fun druid character, and I'm like, fuck it.
A true druid.
Raging in animal form is like the most hilarious thing.
I'm not gonna be doing that.
No.
I'm gonna
No.
do something completely. I'm gonna.
You don't want to. You don't want a mammoth rage. Crab
I
rage.
thought about it.
Barbarian.
I did think about it, but then I saw something else, and I was just like, "This sounds way cooler."
Okay.
So I'm gonna do
All
this.
right, I look forward to it. All right. All right then. So that's the end of day 8. So we now have days 9 and 10.
The sun is now just shining on Graal all the time.
Right.
He's just very zen.
Let's see. So who wants to roll day 9?
I can do
Why
it.
not? Oh, never mind.
I mean, if you want to do it, Jose, you can.
Oh,
I'm not that gung ho about it.
Let's
Hit,
just take the luck factor out of it, guys.
Are we taking an L today? Let's see.
We're probably gonna take an L. a 5.
5. 5
No,
is
indeed.
5 is no encounter, no time gained. So yeah. So you guys, yeah, another day,
There's peace.
Another day of quiet sailing. You know, you're getting it interspersed here. You're getting some combat, some calm, which is pleasant. Yeah, you have another day. You have another day at your own disposal here. What is Hector doing during these days?
Flipping through the different books.
Oh, okay. Would you like for? Can you roll a history check for me?
Sure, history, and so I think that's just a 9.
9. Okay. So there's a simple depiction of the gods, actually, the deities of Tupenia, in the book that you had purchased there. Just a brief little description of their domains and symbols. Not a lot excessive, not a lot of information. So there is some information you did not previously know. And I've got a blurb here if you just want me to read off the blurb.
Yeah, and then also send it across, or alternative.
Like a picture or something? I could, I guess, take a picture as we go. Because it is kind of lengthy. I'll take a picture and send it to you. It doesn't give you too much additional information here. But so so in your Deities of Tupenia book, long ago, before the founding... God damn it, ads. Perfect time. I just got an ad on the video there. Make your money work for you. I'm like, oh man, okay. Is this going? Cool. Long ago, before the founding of the countries of Balestone, there were no deities of this world, and all was silent. Nothing moved or was moved until a portal rent the sky, and out of it spilled forth 13 deities, and they looked upon the world of Tupenia and claimed their domains. The Radiant King looked up first, and saw the warmth and light of the world, and claimed the sun. His symbol is of a flaming sword, directly down the middle. It is said that he, every morning, rides forth, and his sword is the sun that splits the sky. The drowned steward fell into the sea, and lay a while, battered by waves, and found peace, and claimed the sea. His symbol is of his own bearded skull, eyes gleaming with teal gemstones. The lambent 3 all fell together, and did not land, and hovered in the sky, and became the moons, and claimed their light. Their symbol is of a 3-faced moon, all wearing the same crown, in different phases, crescent, full, or crescent, given, and a full. The Waste Strider landed in the desert, and wandered far and wide, and found its harshness pleasant, and claimed its peace for his own. His symbol is of the crossed scythes that he wields, his crossed catechist scythes. Into the empty field fell the prince, and he looked upon its empty, and created flower and plant, and was known as the Prince of Flower and Field, and became the god of agriculture. His symbol is of a wreathed, plant-heavy laden crown aboard a 4-pronged pitchfork buried in the ground, in a row of tilled soil. Into the darkened jungles of the world fell the huntress, and she saw the animals in their fierce hunts, their struggles for survival, and she saw their drive, and laughed at their misfortune, and thus she led the hunt. Her symbol is... Gotta actually open the dang old thing here.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know, I stopped the thing. I didn't even have I didn't have it available here. Symbol is... a smiling wolf with a crown of small, different animal skulls, rats, birds, etc. The coin keeper saw the silent masses huddled in their homes, and brought them luck, and trade, and fortune, and thus he was revered. His symbol is of a darkened roadway, disheveled, ruined roadway, and a coin forming the symbol of the yin, and in the yang is of a marble roadway with a tarnished copper piece. The sentinel fell into the darkened jungles and joined the blind, or into the darkened places and joined the blind, and saw the places forsaken by the Radiant King, and became their sentinel of shadows. The shadowed sentinel's symbol is of a darkened eye, completely black with white, with white and like silverish lines, and charcoal sunbeams radiating off of it. Into the first city fell the beast, and he saw their hunger and their fed, and loved them both, and took their feast and famine unto himself, and he embodied it. The beast of feast and famine. His symbol is of an elk skull, half wreathed on one side with vines and berries aplenty, half bleached yellow with hollow pocks where the skin has flaked off. Into the same city fell the peasant girl, and she saw the lost and broken, the discarded, the poor, and she loved them all, and pilfered them for her own. The symbol of the pilferess of the discarded is of a dented, tarnished music box, the keyhole shaped like a weakened, shaking dancer, encircled the whole music box by a spindly, long-fingered hand, taking it unto itself. The eternal jester landed at a crossroads, where he joined a group of nomads at their campfire, and he wondered at their stories, and so, thus, he gave them a voice with which to tell it, and loved these tales. The symbol of the eternal jester is an intact lute amidst a burning campfire. Into the storms of the north fell the Sunderer, and as he fell, his descent rent the sky with lightning, and when he crashed, his crater feared with his tears and blood, and he took the stormy skies as his own. The symbol of the Sunderer of the skies is of a lightning bolt, splitting sideways across a cirrostratus cloud. That's the, I'll send you the picture. And lastly, the Tinkerer, who watched them all and followed them, and looked upon their exploits and chronicled them, and watches still through all time. The symbol of the silent Tinkerer is the broken silver pocket watch, cracks splitting along the face, mimicking additional staggered hands, so much so that there are an eternity of hands splitting among this watch. And that is the information that you gain from this book.
Gotcha.
I will take pictures and send it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. But in additional information about the deities. A few of these you had heard of before, though in passing, right? The Coin Keeper, a lot of people refer to the Coin Keeper, god of luck and fortune, that kind of thing. That pray to him when they need, better times, right? But some of these are entirely new to you. You had not previously read of the Prince of Flower and Field, agriculture not being a large undertaking within the Kingdom of Kelkari. You had not previously heard of the Eternal Jester. Again, stories being among what are passed among sailors, but you guys all generally keep to the Steward of the Drowned for your own safety. It's pray to the god that will actually, that will have domain over your future, sort of thing. Some you've heard, some you haven't. But that is the information you gain from your Deities of Tupenia book. All right. So that is the end of our 9th day, and on the 10th day we come into the Despotate. Is everyone? I'm assuming that we're going to need to leave pretty soon, which is good because I'm kind of coming into the you guys are
during. Is anybody awake during the night of the 9th day?
Ooh, would anybody be awake here?
The night of the 9th day.
Hector, would you still be up watching?
I mean, if it was my shift, but not particularly.
Not generally. You generally are a night sleeper.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably. Which ship are you aboard right now? Are you still aboard the Bearded Dragon, or are you aboard the?
I'm still up. No, I'm aboard the Bearded Dragon.
Okay. So then, let's roll a perception check from Hector because you are above decks. You would, in theory, wake up and hear him if it is, and Uprush because you are probably at the helm.
21.
Huh?
21 on my perception.
21 on perception. Yes, so you do hear Grawl clambering up above decks here. You're I assume coming onto the deck of the ship. Are you looking for someone, Grawl?
if you hear Grawl is during that night, he is frantically pacing around the deck of the ship.
Yes, then Hector would 100% hear this.
Yeah. I'll go check it out.
He clambers down. He wakes up, kind of clambers down from the crow's nest.
You look at Grawl, and Grawl is just like holding onto his head, throbbing, and he's kind of just whispering to himself very harshly, and he's just kind of just like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
You okay there, girl?
Not really.
Come here, buddy. I start walking towards him. I'm gonna cast a Cure Wounds on him just in case, even though it's just like health.
Okay.
Hector just is, because he doesn't have a stronger one of those things.
Okay.
Then I just kind of comfort Grawl. Like, what's going on, buddy?
I'm hearing whispers in my mind.
I check him for the. I check him for his weapon.
Do you have shards with you?
Shards.
Yes, I do have shards. Shards never leaves his back.
Got you. And it's different than Shards talking?
No, Shards does not sound like that, right, Shards?
He's like, it's not
Right.
me.
Okay.
You don't, this he's like, hey man, I don't think it's me.
Well, no, I'm still responding okay to him saying it doesn't sound like Shards. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Is there a magical effect acting upon you in this moment, Grawl?
I would say that there is some that it's his druidicness awakening in a sense.
Oh, okay. Yes. So then you do recognize a sparking of magic that you were not previously aware of within Grawl.
Mm-hmm.
What pathway are you taking, Grawl? Do you know?
I do know, but I'm not there yet because it's second level.
Right. But let's still. You can message me the pathway here.
Okay. Oh my god, how do I... Discord being very, very weird.
Yeah, Discord being Discord. The classic. Interesting. Yes, you feel the first, like, sparkings of, like, evocation magic within him.
Okay. I tell him that, like, you have magic swelling within you.
I don't understand how that's possible.
A god could have taken favor on you. Blood could be igniting from something to do with the Tritons, maybe a sea god. Or there are many paths of magic.
Well, that's fine and dandy and all, but I would really like these voices to stop. And as he yells to stop, he accidentally conjures flame in his hands. It is the produce flame cantrip.
This is going to startle Uprush, who's at the helm.
He's just yelling and like looking at his hands and then looking at Hector and then looking at his hands.
Is it safe to say that Grawl screaming probably wakes me up?
People up? Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah.
You definitely hear from below decks where the triplets are sleeping. You definitely hear Marion just go, "Shut up! Shut up! We're trying to sleep here."
You just see Hector. You just see.
I'm gonna go
try to like blow out the flame.
Wait, which ship is he on?
He is aboard Bearded Dragon. Yeah, so you should still.
Okay. So I'm gonna go check on Grawl.
When you just see Grawl with like flames in his hands, and he's like literally trying to blow them out with his like a birthday cake, like. Help! Help! I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, he's just like kind of.
Your friend is on fire, Jean-Jacques. How do you respond to this?
I just mage hand it. And I just like
try to pat it out.
Try to pat it out. Yeah, like it's a regular fire. I don't know the context. Growl's hands are on fire.
Let's see.
I'm like, whatever.
Are you actively Grawl is doing it subconsciously in this moment. Let's roll an Arcana check from Jean-Jacques, and just roll a what would be like a center roll. Just roll a Wisdom check here, Grawl. Just base Wisdom, or Wisdom saving throw, I guess would it be included?
Oh wow! So that's
cool. Yeah.
18.
And a 6 for the Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. So he does manage to bat it out just like gently. Here.
Cool.
Well,
Are
that's
you okay?
concerning.
I don't know how I did that.
That's concerning.
You did what?
I made the flames appear in my hand.
That's concerning.
Were you angry?
I was scared because I had a lot of like voices in my head, but now they're not there anymore, which is slightly concerning.
He has evocation magic swelling within him.
That doesn't make sense.
Here, let me try again.
No.
We should not play with magic on the boats.
I cast
We should
Detect
not
Thoughts.
play with magic on the boats.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts. And see what's going on with my adult friend.
With Grawl. What are the first thoughts within Grawl here? And if this is, depending on your backstory for this, if this is coming from a thing, what are its thoughts on this?
I'm gonna impose on myself an intelligence check really quickly.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna impose on because I don't really. Oh, okay, well, you just kind of get like a bunch of like swirling thoughts of like, am I magic? No, I'm not magic. Am I magic? No, I'm not magic. No. But animals do like me. But no, animals just like me. But no, I'm not magic.
Do I hear any voices in his head?
That's
as of right now, no. There's no more whispers.
No more whispers.
May I go looking for them?
You're gonna have to probe Grawl. Okay. What's the? Are you asking him this, or are you doing it? Is Jean-Jacques doing it in this moment?
I'm asking.
Oh, okay. He's asking. Okay.
Wait, you're asking Grawl what?
If he.
May I go look for the voices?
Oh, I mean, sure.
Okay.
Will it hurt? Will it hurt?
It shouldn't.
Like,
I don't know what's going on with you, but it shouldn't. Revivify for me or Grawl? Probably me, right?
No.
I don't wanna.
Yes.
The orc.
The puddle of Jean-Jacques that won't be remaining after this.
That's if like someone else doesn't get caught on somehow.
Yeah.
Fucking happens to uproot.
Yeah. So roll your what is it? Oh wait, you're going in.
Huh? He's willing. He's willing.
So pulling deeper thoughts. Yeah, just basically
and unlocking like what's in there not just floating around.
The trouble is I, AJ, don't know the source of this, like where it is coming from in him. So
yeah, is so to prod the player, I guess. Is this like a voice of the ancestors kind of thing? Is it the voice of animal spirits, spirits of nature? Like what's the vibe you're going for here?
I messaged AJ.
Okay.
Oh, I fucked up that message so bad. I'm so sorry, but yes. I fucked that message up so badly.
All right, cool.
It's just him bonking somebody on the head
Wonderful.
with a sword.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So you hear below him. You hear like sort of this like chuckling like voice just I
like chuckling.
Open your eyes and see, hero. Find your way. And that's like it. And then it just goes into Grawl's thoughts of like, inner thoughts. You're seeing like the image of like Grawl like wandering about the wilderness. You have heard of Grawl's journey. You now begin to see like some of these like odd places that he's been. Like You see the shores, the walls of the Despotate at one point. Grawl had wandered through Tillydale at one point. You see the forest to the north of the Sardom of Shurn. You see the the scattered forest. You see the emptiness of the inner portions of the Deadlands, right? And you see the Orcish villages of what is now the Kingdom of the Red Dawn.
Fuck has Buddy been doing? Jesus Christ!
You see this now for the first time yourself, and then it flashes back, and you see the imagery of the fire that just appeared in his hands, and just you know the last ember of a fire or the first ember of a fire. You see that for a moment, just like the beginnings of a spark.
When John Jack comes back to consciousness, it's just
does this remind me of a certain backstory individual?
Does
it remind me of Mama Timba?
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
I don't know what she is. That's up to you.
Was different. Now, what it
was different. Okay.
Is actually roll me your 50-50 check here for. You are reminded
11.
of something else from your backstory.
11.
You do pass it in this moment. You pass the check.
Okay. What's
let me message you. I'll
I was about to say who? I'm like, wait a second. I knew only one character that might have. Really? Really? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So that's you see the connection?
Oh yeah, the tree. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
As kids.
Mm-hmm.
Before the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Or the thing.
So I don't know if you've determined, for me, generally I'm just thinking of it as a 50-50 check, but if you have a mechanic specifically for this that you would like to
yeah, Piper, shut up. People live here. Anyway. I would like to. This might be a bad idea.
No, roll with it.
I would like to reach in to that little ember and just.
Oh, you're gonna attempt to stoke Graal's magic. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay.
I remember that tree, and I remember that, and I'm just like.
Arcana check, and also you get a fucking commitment token for this, by the way. What's of how this goes. This is really cool.
What's it called?
12.
I love AJ's face to
how do commitment tokens work? What do they get? What do I turn them in for? Bonuses?
These will be bonuses to checks, saving throws, things down the line. Yeah, you can turn them in now if you want to boost that Arcana check, if you would like to.
I have, I think, 2. How much are they worth?
You might. It's one apiece. So unless you, is this only your second one then?
This is my second, I believe.
Yeah. So you could boost it up to a 14 for sure if you want to dump off 2 here.
Oh, it's one.
It's one bonus to the thing.
Okay, so it's for those really clutch, and he seems to be a little. Yeah. Nah.
Okay,
I don't think
a 14 is here. Yeah. Okay. So with a 12 Arcana, it's a cool. You gain the sense, you watch it flare for a second and then die back. The ember has not caught in this moment.
Yeah.
It is a really good concept. I am not because it's so cool. I want to.
What is this?
Allow
I'm just in there and I see something with potential.
Well, I want to allow it its space to breathe so that if this is a thing you would like to try again in future, I will allow this roll. It's just. There's.
Yeah, I share the image of the tree.
Remember that.
Which that might have been before his time passing through.
Keep in mind. I will also say, if you consider this. If I allow for great success on this concept of stoking the flame of Arcana within Grawl, I will also allow for great failure on this concept. So.
Yeah.
Oh
which
boy.
will not affect your character, Jose, but it will be, it'll be an interesting.
It'll open a window to
It'll open a window for interesting shit. I am very invested. This is cool. Yeah, Jose, you feel for a moment like as you. It's a weird sensation having someone else inside your head, because you are almost like half spectating your memories for a moment as Jean-Jacques spectates them, and like spectator in that like
me using screen control on your computer and bringing up an old file.
Well, almost like disassociation. If you've ever like feeling like zoomed out, like this is a different. It's like that for a moment. You're like looking at this memory and you're like, I don't remember it like this, or you do, but you're at a distance from it. And as he blows, you see this image of the ember within yourself, and you do recognize. In a moment of rare clarity for Grawl, you do recognize what this is, and as he blows, it flares up for a second, and for a second you almost feel like you're like, hold on, that fire, I could make something else out of that. I could, and then it's gone. Not the ember, but like the moment of clarity it passes, and you're like, oh wait.
Yeah, no. So like in real life, he just goes like, oh.
Yeah. And Jean-Jacques, you fade out of Grawl in this moment.
Yeah. I lose it.
The intelligence was with him for a second and then disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Is he poking me?
Jean-Jacques, Jean-Jacques, you wake up to Grawl just like, Jean-Jacques.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. He's just trying to make it happen again. Oh my lord.
Jeez.
Uprush just staring.
This is literally Uprush.
I had it. And now I can't.
You got something to you, buddy. You got something there.
Maybe I need a magic word. Alakazim! Nothing happens. It's just like it's the very slow zoom in to Uprush's just absolutely confused face.
Yeah, he's just watching you from a distance. You don't say anything. They don't seem to notice you. They're very invested in their own moment here. And yeah.
So I'm gonna have to write this down in my journal later.
Jean-Jacques Uprush just bizarre. From the other ship, fucking Hector. Oh no, wait. No, Hector was aboard from the other ship. Drake, you look over and you see like a fire appear and then disappear, and then appear maybe like 5 minutes later.
All I was thinking is, okay, why?
What?
It does not seem to appear again. For you watch for 10 minutes, does not appear again. 15 minutes does not seem to appear again.
Grawl spends the rest of the night trying to produce flame again. yeah. He just does it like really quietly when like everybody goes back to bed. So he's just like,
a child after watching Star Wars attempting to use the Force for the first time.
It's literally like if he was whispering it. It's the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Yeah. Shazam!
Yeah. Go Web!
Go Web!
This feels like one of those things where he's doing this quietly, so no one below deck can hear him, but me and my captain quarters can fucking faintly hear it, and it's driving me insane. Or it's like open the door, like, Grawl!
He's too invested.
What are you doing?
Shalakazim. Abracadabra.
I'm gonna walk over to Grawl. This is the first time I'm not wearing my hat outside, pretty much. I'm gonna walk over, just tap him on the shoulder. It's like, what are you doing?
By the end of this night, I will make this flame appear again.
I don't know what he's doing, Cap.
You're trying to make fire magic?
He did, apparently.
You did briefly in the commotion see his hands aflame.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
He's
like-
got something in his head saying to awaken his potential, open your mind. I forget what it was.
Open your mind.
Actually, let me see. Wait, what do I have?
Open
Do I have that like sharp mind where I remember everything perfectly?
Yes.
No.
Awaken
I don't.
your power, young. Oh no, then
Wait,
yeah. you
awaken
don't
your
remember.
power. Yeah, awaken your mind. Open your.
Open your power.
Something like that. There was a voice in there somewhere. Don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it came from him, but it sounded like a woman, right?
Woman, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like a woman. Don't know what it was.
I'll be quiet. I'll do
Like
the
a-
motions.
And like happy, you could almost like hear like the sound of like faint happiness.
Faint happiness and what?
Faint happiness in the voice as she's talking, like as she's like, you know, open your mind to your power, young hero. You know.
Well, it doesn't work that way, buddy.
It works like this. I'll brush with blasts the mask.
Bruh.
A little wind.
I was gonna be like, it's like, listen, it's like this whole magic thing that guys like him pointing at freaking John Jack kind of overcomplicate sometimes. It's a feeling. It's in you. You just discovered it. It's not gonna come out like that. You gotta nurture it, you know? Gotta get to know what fire really is. What is fire to you? Huh?
I don't like that thought process. He just
I
Hector
like
starts
the thought
climbing
process.
back up into his fucking.
Miss, I don't want to be anywhere near this conversation.
It was the rage.
Easier for me to jump into the
All right.
ocean.
It is.
Like, okay, fire's rage. Okay.
Yeah. You
Okay.
Are you attempting to produce the cantrip again here?
Yes.
It is not a natural one, so you do not set the boat on fire. This was an option. I went in that moment and I went, I'm gonna see it. So you do manage to produce it again.
God.
You do manage to produce it again with a 17, just off of like the sides of your. It like blasts out of like the sides of your fingers for a second, like yeah.
That was a
That's it.
bit anticlimactic.
It was a very little.
Well, it's like, well, you're in the right ballpark, buddy. But like, okay, look, and I'm gonna make like a little air ball in my hand. Like, you see this? It's like, it's not just about the fact that I like the wind. I feel like the wind, it's kind of talking to me. Like what are you doing?
It grows very slightly as
Brawl.
you blow into it, adding more air to the ball. Just very
Okay,
slightly.
thank you.
The fact that it works is the funny part.
Grawl. Hey, stay with me, buddy. Stay with me.
Huh?
Like, listen. Fire's rage, sure. But fire's other stuff, too. Air isn't just about,
Fire.
Yes, actually. Okay, but fire is also heat.
And what does heat do?
Burn, warm, cook. It makes food, Grawl. You see what I mean?
It rages the food.
In this moment, Upresh, you
Just
do realize that Grawl...
There's just
Yeah,
the airball dissipates from his hand. Like,
in this moment, Upresh, you do recognize you're like, Grawl has not shown himself to be the most book-learned of people that you have met in your life.
right.
You're reminded of the metaphor about playing chess with a pigeon.
Yes. Uprush is going to rub his temples. just gently, just massage his temples. Just look. It's rage.
Yes.
But it's not your rage yet. All right. You need some time. a little bit of time. And that time is not in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep.
I'll do it quietly.
Girl, go to bed.
I'll put the phone on fire.
I need you at peak condition. I need you at full grawl. We're about to make land.
But
Can you do that for me?
but listen here.
Can we have
What if
full grawl?
Full grawl and fire.
Our person's gonna slowly turn to look at Jean-Jacques.
Never mind, boss man. I didn't say a thing. I'll leave you to bed. Good night.
Just the classic Jean-Jacques grin of like. You hit him with the. I'm out.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, go eat.
No.
Now. He's gonna turn back to Grawl. Full Grawl. Tomorrow.
You will
Full.
have them.
Rested. Go to sleep. And you can practice all the fire you want to practice on the people that we have to fuck up over there, pointing at land. Okay?
The girl's just staring. Eye contact. There's a long moment of looking at each other.
No.
You exhaust me. I'm getting earplugs. Good night.
The girl's like, it's time to learn.
Yeah, but this time he just does it quietly. Like he's just doing like stupid movements very quietly.
Yeah. Silently.
Put your whole body into it.
To anyone onlooking, it does look like Grawl is doing a very interesting interpretive dance.
Okay. I would like to. Man, what is something that like? What's an equivalent? Because right now, I have something somewhat analogous.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can prestidigitation, like.
Yeah. You're gonna make an image of fire?
Well, no, because I guess that'd be minor illusion,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. But prestidigitation lets you light fires, right?
Yeah, so I kind of like light a little like a thumb lighter, like
Yeah.
like a little candle.
Yeah.
I just. I want to see if he could do it.
Nothing.
Okay, I link up with him.
Oh, we're going
And
back in.
No, not like that.
Oh, okay.
Just stream. I'm just trying to stream
Yeah.
my thoughts to him
Mhm.
and give him this sensation of
activating magic.
activating a latent magic. I'm gonna message you.
Of course, you're gonna message me.
Oh, let's see. Okay. So information here.
Yeah, so I'm tapping into something here.
Okay. Let's do a.
It's
Yeah.
like something that is now latent to me. Just
Yeah. Okay. So that hits. So that's yeah, let's do a what you have to have it's wisdom for druids, yeah?
It is.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
different. Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
let's
it's
do
different.
a
I
flat
just don't know how different.
Well, I mean, let's do
Yeah.
a regardless. Let's do a nature check. Nature, just straight nature
Okay.
Oh damn. Okay.
For whom?
for girl.
Him. Wrong. Okay.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 3, Chief.
Yeah. So the sensation,
Yeah.
like,
that was what
you feel what he's trying to project into you for a second, and you're like, it feels like his nose is getting itchy, right? like you process it like differently for a second, and you're like, you go to like light it, but then you're distracted by the feeling of like pressure up in your sinuses for a hot second, and you're like, yeah.
What? Why is that accurate? I point ahead like why that do be okay, man.
Yeah.
We try another day. I do not
I thank
have
you for your heart. I thank you for your help, Dun.
magic is not the sniffles, but I think you're onto
But-
something with the both of us. I
I
yeah.
shall continue to practice.
Good night,
on
big
my
man.
own.
Yelp if you light something on fire that should not be on fire.
I will.
Brilliant.
It's gonna hear from up Rush's room. Do not burn down my ship.
Before John Jack goes, I literally just whisper to him, "There's no promises," as I just continue.
With a laugh, I go to bed.
No promise. Okay. We come into the last day of travel. And yeah, I'm gonna have. No, I'm not gonna have anyone roll for this last day of travel for your arrival because I don't want to put you in a horrific fight on the. You know what I mean? Like now, because I have some very interesting ones in this book that you guys are set for. So.
I roll to see if I'm still Ariel or Adrian at the moment.
Yep. Did you? Oh wait, did we roll yesterday on the 19th day?
I believe we did some. Didn't Jose roll a 5 or something?
Oh no, I mean for Ariel. So no, I don't think.
Oh,
you did.
for his
so I
thing,
think you
yeah.
have 2 days here. So one day.
Oh,
for
sorry.
Ariel. Yeah. So day 9 then.
All right, that is a 19.
19. Okay, so you would have been back to Drake. So you would be, and then roll again for this one.
That's a 9.
9. You were back to Ariel again. Wonderful. So you spend a day as Drake enjoying the sea, and then you are gone again. You see
freedom!
No! Yeah, you do see in your journal the description of the Triton fight by Ariel, where he's like, he's basically like, a bunch of Tritons showed up. They tried to grab Gershwin. I don't know what it was about. I fucking blasted them with lightning.
They're
That's
cooked
about
now.
it. They're cooked now. We cooked some fish.
He's like, God damn, I missed that.
Yeah. In case you're interested, burnt fish and Ion do not smell well together.
Yuck.
And then the next day, Ariel awakens, and from Drake, it's just nothing happened. It was a beautiful sea. Come on.
Come on.
I was expecting more Tritons here.
And then you're like, a lack of Tritons? Come on. Brilliant. And on the 10th day, as you guys pass throughout the day, you come into the middle of the day, and you see, you begin to see off on your shores, because you are aiming for Tillydale, but it's a close shot to the Despotate. So you begin to, as you get closer to the shores, you begin to smell the tangy scent of iron on the southward breeze of you guys. Begin to see what previously appeared to be crags of rock sticking out of the surf, revealed as you get closer to be broken bits of mast and mainsail, littering the shallows like a ghoulish coral reef. You see a blackened beach before you as you pull in towards Tillydale, but across the blackened beach to your right, in the distance, Hector, specifically through the telescope, you see a manned battlement of polished obsidian, the spikes radiating from the battlement, each adorned with a host of human skulls, each subsequent one radiating outward fresher than the last, culminating in the carnage of this most brutal regime. You, thankfully, pass these shores for the overgrown shores of Tillydale, the scent of thick bayou beginning to percolate. And you're met at these shores by a contingent of gnomish fighters, all clad in dark greens. And with that, we will, you hear the first one go, halt! Why do you make our shores? And with that, we are going to end session for the evening.
Nice.
with your arrival in Tillydale.
Hooray!
Grawl has just been snapping the whole way there. Just
Snapping all day, trying to get a thumb light.
yeah, trying to get the thumb light to work.
Yeah.
You riced on a bike.
And yeah, with that, we finished the session for this evening. All right, starting the video. Okay, so do you guys vaguely remember where we were? You guys had come in. You had finished your last couple of days of travel. You had absolutely decimated some Tritons who tried to show up to take Gershwin, and you guys blew the ever-loving shit out of them. It was not close. They died in like 3 rounds tops. What else?
Bastard. To the pot twice.
Yeah, you guys got a bit of a lore dump about the gods of the universe, and their symbols and domains. Grawl had some newly magic potential awakened within him that Jean-Jacques tried to stoke the fires, like or arcanically.
In distressed uprush.
Yeah. Yeah, man, could not set his hands off fire until eventually he did. And then you guys were still towing the boat from the hand that you guys had with you, and you guys had just made landfall in Tillydale after seeing the absolute carnage off to the side of how bad the Despotate shores are. It's like the meme of like the people in the bus, like the one person looking out the window at the horrible shit, and then the one guy with the beautiful view. It's like those like split alongside where it's like, oh look, pretty over here, absolute hellscape war zone over here. And as you pulled up, you guys were pulling into the docks. Well, not to the docks. It's kind of just a shorescape there. The gnomes, you guys saw a contingent of gnomes that were standing there on the shoreline. It's still a very jungly looking shore. Like in front of you, like it is like thick jungle. Like pretty much as far as the eye can see leftward. And it's not like you guys had like kind of hooked inland, so you weren't like directly at the border between the two of them. It's not like 10 feet to your right there's a Despotate contingent. You guys are probably at least 1.5 miles, 2 miles up the shoreline. So like you notice the jungle goes on for a little bit down there, and then it slowly starts to like trickle off. You can start seeing that there is like a dead zone of area that they have burned and wasted away near their border. And so you see the gnomes before you. They're all kind of like decked out in like camouflage, they're all like they're basically like head paint from like head to toe, right? Like greens and stuff like that. And you all notice that they've got like it's kind of roll an Arcana check. Anyone that has proficiency in Arcana here.
Yeah.
Or anyone that is interested in Arcana.
No,
I am interested.
Yeah.
I have fucking 10 in my hand. That's a flat ass roll.
Time to fail a check. Let's go.
Damn.
Yeah, I
no
rolled
faith
a
in this one.
No, because I rolled a 2.
What was that, Travis?
22.
22 for Drake.
Got a 3.
3 for Jean-Jacques. And what was that for Hector?
I didn't roll.
Oh, you didn't roll. Okay, yeah. So, and you...
I said absolutely not.
Yeah, you're RAL today, right? Because you...
Yes.
Yeah. Because Drake fell asleep after he was up for a day. No. Wait, is he Drake? Did we decide?
It was Ariel.
It was RAL today. Okay. Yeah. So with RAL, you roll a 22 there. And, you notice that, like, some of these gnomish contingents, they've got, like, magical effects at, like, at different locations around, like, hair, eyes, things that appear to be, like a, illusory effect. Some sort of illusion magics to help keep them, to help keep them, harder to detect. So the leader kind of steps up to you, You see kind of a short, squat gnome with like really long ears pointing out to the side, like longer than Yoda ass ears. And he kind of just goes, "Halt! Why do you make our shores? Where do you journey, and who do you seek?" And you notice that one of the contingent off to the side is like focusing on you, and there's like kind of this bluish light that's flickering around in the area where you guys are making landfall.
Oh my.
I feel like we're gonna beach ourselves in a zone of truth.
Beach ourselves in the zone of truth? That would be crazy, now wouldn't it?
With the flicker.
So who's and does anyone respond there?
They're asking us why we're here.
Yeah. Why do you make our shores? Where do you journey, and who do you seek?
Austin the player is trying to remember exactly what we're doing all of a sudden because he cannot recall because it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
that specific question is like, we seek. We seek the end of the.
He looks over at the guy next to him who kind of like nods, and looks back at you, and just goes, "All right, and where are you heading to achieve that goal?"
Right about here. The border between the Despotate and the free lands of Tilladel.
All right. He looks over at the guy again, and he goes, "Well, I mean, that's pretty much straightforward there. Where are you? Are you heading? Are you just hoping to stay with us for a time? Are you heading somewhere else? We notice you have ships here. Those are kind of going to be dangerous to have at shore. Just so you know."
Oh dear.
Mainly.
There be any safe harbor nearby?
He goes, "Yeah, you could probably move it a little bit further up the coast, mainly just because you're close enough here that if they, I mean, we keep our shores pretty safe, but, he kind of like looks over, and he just goes, are you hiding anything about your intent here? Are you seek the end of you, hope
We've
to...
already dropped some of them.
If we can be ending the Despotate too, that'd be the nice thing to do."
Looks at the guy again. Guy next to him with that's doing the bluish light, gives him a thumbs up.
Nothing to hide. Pretty straightforward.
He goes, "Well, fuck, that makes our job pretty fucking easy." And he just goes, "We've got a little ways. Follow our guy along here. Hey, you mind? And he looks at the guy and he goes, "You mind giving him a hand there?" And he like gestures, and a blast of wind just blasts your ship back off the shore a little bit to like de-ground it. And he goes, "Follow us up this way. There's a little an illusory sort of entrance where you can hide your ships down there." All right.
Learn that.
Sounds good.
And as you guys like, you're like calling down as he like kind of like walks off. You notice like almost like like runway style. There's like one gnome that's like, "You're good. You're good. You're good." You're good. Like gesturing you down the shore. You go probably about an additional like half mile up the shoreline, and there's a cut-in that they drop for a second, just the magic. And you notice that there is an area of the beach that has been carved away into an inlet. And it's kind of like where the river appears to run this way. So they've like carved away this area of the beach. They've carved an area for the river through there, and they've carved the jungle like an empty pathway there. And so they kind of start waving you up this sort of empty pathway into the jungle, this little channel. And just, you're good, you're good, you're good. After about another, probably 30-40 minutes, you manage to find that there's an area like down the waters that's they've widened it out enough that there's room for 2 ships to pass in either direction, and they've got a dock set up there, and like how do I phrase it? Like a center area, so you can like chain your boat up in the docks from each direction here. So like there's one going in, one going out. Oh. All under the shadow of this sort of canopy there. You notice that the illusion magic as you're coming back in flickers up behind you, and you see it's weird seeing magic from the other side of the illusion. So you see kind of like this flickering, kind of like changing landscape very briefly, because it's matching itself to fit the movement in the sky and the trees from the opposite side as it's going. So you can watch as like the rippling of like air going across. Think the Chicken Little panels, you know, as it like very slowly like ripples to the new thing. It like ripples to fit this sort of wind and tree waving effect. So yeah, you guys make your way to this
cool.
little like docks that they have. And as you come aboard, the party that's there just they just go, right, well, I mean, don't appear to be despotate spies, don't appear to be lying at us, so can't really complain too much. Do you need somewhere to stay? Do you know where you're going? Where are you heading?
I kind of look at the two captains and give them like I used to be a smuggler in these lands. I'm sure my trails are far long gone.
And I guess some new information, new maps, and allies couldn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, allies, you've got... He kind of like gestures in himself, and he gestures at the contingent of gnomes around him, and he goes, I mean, if you're an enemy of the despotate, you're an ally to all free folk here, so... we it's rough, but we do what we can. So, if you find yourself in a situation where you need allyship, just ask another member of our party. I mean, we got to defend our own borders here. We can't really, like, go any places, but you might, you'll be able to find a willing ear pretty much anywhere, that you look here. Except, so some of those border cities, we do as best as we can to keep any sort of, plants or things out of there, but it's hard to tell with refugees sometimes who's a plant and who's a legit refugee. So the border towns are going to be a little bit rougher. Just be careful of who you talk to.
Got it.
And let's see. And so, oh yeah, you guys said you're just searching for, what'd you say? You're searching for allies, you're searching for maps, you're searching for... Was that it?
I suppose so. Again, I'm having a little bit of trouble recalling exactly what our plans were coming here. I mean, I know we're gonna take care of this. That much is a given. We're gonna go fucking topple a government.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the other stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I don't...
Yeah, we're getting here.
You guys
all
were
kinds of
chasing...
things.
You guys were also... The reason that you left so quickly from Pastab was because the still had the third son of, the third prince. That had disappeared. So, like, that they've grabbed an important political figure, and that they're delivering him here, and that the despotate are massing for some sort of, that they were asking for more soldiers for some sort of something in this note that you had picked up at the hideout. So, like, yeah. So like, yeah.
So like, yeah. Okay. Let's see. If your old smuggling trip routes are gone, new maps. Obviously, we can call these people for allyship. I guess. Well, first and foremost, we need somebody to help get the hand's ship back in order. Considering it's busted up, and we're like, yeah, we can get you there and try to see if somebody can help you get your ship fixed up. That's a promise needs to be kept right there.
Oh yeah. He kind of like he's kind of just been trailing you guys around here just as like he's like, I've already got my guy on the ship. So he just kind of like looks at you and just looks at the gnome and just goes, he goes, well, what can you do for me? You know, the gnome kind of looks at him suspiciously and goes, you know, I really wish that we'd asked you who you were when we were back there. You know, you look a little shady. And he goes, hey, fair play. We were just here. Well, you know, we're here for alliances. We're here for benefits. But also we just kind of need our ship fixed. That way we can fuck right off, respectfully. And the gnome just looks at him and just goes. He looks at him and he looks at you guys and goes, like, kind of like,
we trust him enough.
Goes,
we trust him.
All right, we'll provide you with some repairs. He looks at the ship and he goes, oh, you're with those fucks. Oh, okay. And he goes, right. Yeah, but we won't rob you anymore. kind of like gives him like a shaky grin, and he's like, we don't have ships, so you know, you can roll an insight check if you would like to.
I will gladly roll an insight check on him for this one.
Yeah.
Wait, who am I rolling an insight check on the hand or on the gnome? On the gnome. The gnome saying that he said they won't rob ships anymore?
19. Yeah, he said we have no ships.
15.
Oh.
19, 15.
That was insight, right?
Yep.
What the hell is my freaking modifier? Where'd it go? Oh, 19.
Sweet. Yeah, so above the 15, you guys, like, he is 100% bullshitting. He's like, it's just because, like, you get the sense off the bat, he's like, okay, I've clocked that, you know, I've clocked that it's a thieves guild. I don't want to give any extensive information about our, you know, capabilities, strategies, goings on to an unknown party. So, you know, he's like, we have no ships. And, you know, like, the hand kind of gives him a look too for a second. And you're like, you know, okay, he's probably also figuring out what's going on. But he goes, all right, yeah, so we just need, mainly our mast got blown the fuck off, our main mast there, our mainsail. And also, if you notice, we've got some leaks to the side and below decks. And actually, he goes, for that, we will be willing to offer you our services in one piece of spy mission, if you would like. One piece of spy mission. And you know, he like looks over, the gnome like looks over at you again, and he just looks back and he goes, yeah, I realize I'm doing Australian/Kiwi accents for both of these, so it may be hard to differentiate who is who. Back to the gnome here. He goes and he goes like, he goes, all right, well, I mean, we can always use another set of ears. Yeah, go and talk to, he like calls over his shoulder and he goes, yeah, Daggerheart, you over there? And you see this little, this gnomish girl come up. Actually, looks really young, but carries herself with a lot of, like, presence. A lot more than you would expect for someone that looks, you know, she looks like maybe, like, 15, but carries herself with a lot of presence and a lot of poise. And she just goes, right, well, yeah, we'll be able to brief you in, and goes, how long are you guys going to be here for again? And you notice that they start, like, talking and walking as they're, like, walking away. And the repairs seem to commence. You guys are left there with the guy at the front, and he goes, Jax Fleetfoot at your service. Realized I never gave you my name. That's me. Hello. And he goes, so, yeah, do you need a place to stay? Where are you heading? Where are you heading?
And technically we could stay at the boat, but it would be nice to sleep somewhere that doesn't move.
Yeah. I'm not much of a sailor myself.
Okay, so Jack's Fleetfoot. He's the gnome. What?
Yeah. He's gnomish, just a gnomish guy. Kind of short, and you notice as they've gone into the jungle now, he lets for a second, because you appear to be a little bit deeper in the jungle. He lets the illusion magic on himself drop, and you notice that he has kind of this like sandy, like blonde brown hair that he's been illusioning to keep like darker, like very dark brown, like things that'll like match in with like the
blend in, yeah.
Yeah, to match in with the wilderness there. And he has like some brighter green eyes that he's also been like shading to be like a darker green as well. You notice that a few of the other ones will like drop it themselves, and some of the other ones keep it up. A little of the ones that look a little bit more like, not like paranoid, but like, you know what I mean, like a little bit like tighter on there, a little hoity-toityier. Yeah. And he goes, well, we have come on. Come. Can you guys climb trees? Do you guys know how to climb?
I've been climbing trees since I was a kid, man. It'll be easy.
I look around. Are these like the absolutely massive like elf trees?
They're kind of fuck all trees. Yeah, they're not. So they aren't like. Don't think like.
Like are they the same species as like the tree?
Oh no. Think so.
Okay.
There is. It's an amalgamated. You watch, there's actually, as you look, you notice that there's a lot of like a variance to the canopy, if that makes sense. Like, there is a lot of biodiversity in this area that would be astounding for, frankly, for our world, right? There's like, you get a balance between like mangrove trees, giant like sequoias, like there's just, like oak, pine. There's
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it seems that like that they have cultivated some sort of like soil environment that is like, not like universally acceptable, but like they've balanced because, and you notice that like as some of them begin to hop off into like these trees, they use different like characteristics. So like the mangroves, like they began like climbing up like these like tangled like sections, right, to hop up. They jump to the nearby branch of another like low hanging sort of like
an Indian almond or something that has like these like layered branches to it.
Right, exactly. And they use this to then eventually, you notice that as they jump to like one of these sequoias, that there have been like areas that have been grown in like handholds that they began using to climb up these. Like think like the handholds on like a climbing wall or like something like that, like divots, right? And they start like climbing up these divots to like the next section. Like they have built a ranging
living jungle gym or something.
Yeah, of pathways here. And like, as you guys go up, you notice that, like, if you start at the bottom of the sequoia tree that they've gone up to... Yeah, Manny, I was just pausing a second because I know you're the nature guy, so I'm like, I know you're gonna...
Yeah, thanks.
So, you notice that as you go to, like, the bottom of the sequoias, the reason also that they've, like, clawed out, like, different areas is that they are done in a specific order. You go to the bottom of the sequoia to start climbing them and notice that the handholds, the divots in it, don't take an effect until 100 feet up, right? You notice that the sections of mangroves, that you have to go through a specific area of roots that they have grown into this sort of pattern. So unless you know the exact pathway that they take through the trees, you will not be able to follow them through the trees, which makes it so hard for invaders to get to do anything in the area. So he's like, if you want, he's like, you need to follow us exactly if you are able to climb. Otherwise, we could maybe try hovering you up, but I feel like that's, I mean, if you want to hover 200 feet...
Hector's gonna stay on the boat.
Yeah, Don Jack's not a
Hector said, nah.
climber.
Well, Hector turns over his canteen and it's empty. Hector's already drunk. Hector was taking it soft in the morning and didn't think he was gonna. He thought he was going into a city, not into a fucking jungle gym. And he says this. I'm like, I thought I was going to a city, not a jungle gym. No thanks.
He goes, we can fly you if you'd like us to hover you. We can hover you all the way up.
I could do it.
Assistance.
You could
Pick your poison.
Your boy could do it. Uppers could do it.
I am small and unathletic.
Right. He turns to the gnomes next to him. He goes, so, do you want to come to our cool little tree fort? Yeah, hell yeah. And he motions to the two next to him, and he goes, Spellboy, Jensen, fly him. And like you watch as the two of them, they like one of them like waves and a rush of air blasts you up 100 feet into the air. The one next to him, as the first one leaves you and you begin to feel the feeling of weightlessness for a second, he flashes another one underneath, and you watch as a third gnome up in the trees catches and blasts you up onto a platform. You have traveled 300
this
feet
like
over the span of 15
levitate
seconds.
in gust of wind?
It is a combination of cooking that I have done for the specific purposes here. It is
like, I was expecting to get flied, not.
No, you've been blasted. You've been blasted.
Can we have fly? No, we have fly at home.
What you have is druids with air power.
Splendid.
Yeah.
Just woo! So, wow, that was pretty good.
You find yourself as you just like fall directly onto this platform here, and like, 300 feet in the span of 15 seconds, you have now traveled here. Uprush.
Yes.
So you were gonna Hector?
Oh. So heck, do you trust me?
He sighs. He's like, "All right, let's go."
Said, "Attaboy."
I'm just drunk enough for this shit. I hope I don't vomit.
But no, just don't look down.
It would get everywhere.
He leans his head back and covers his eyes, and he's just waiting for whatever's about to happen. Like he's at the dentist.
Yeah, why not? All right. Enclosing winds. I'm gonna bring him and I straight up from the ground.
Brilliant. Can I see the what is the? It was.
So I would twist my arms and I can create like a twisting column of air.
Yeah.
I figure that kind of thing works from ground upward, so that will raise both of us.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to use the combat portions of this because we're not in combat. But I figured just that ability is enough to actually just raise us with wind in general.
And it was what? Sorry, repeat that. Just the.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for a bit. Be back in a bit, hopefully, I guess.
Yep.
Okay then.
He's going AFK for a couple minutes. He was just texting me about that. Yeah, you were saying with the enclosing ones?
Yeah, so enclosing winds, you just basically create a small twister.
Brilliant. And it will bring, how many creatures can you bring? Is it just you two?
It can be one creature that I choose.
Okay. Yeah, so you two are gonna zoom the fuck up. And how high can you get with that?
It says the I think the range of the range of casting is 30 feet, but I don't know what the actual range would be to literally launch us upward.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay, that's good. You can, so you begin just raising him up as you go with this, and you can raise him by how many points do you have available?
I have let's see. Oh, what the hell? I just want to write that down. Oh, it's level. Depends on. What the hell? Didn't I write this shit down? Oh, okay, 15. It was in my actual sheet. I thought I wrote it in my doc for a second, but it's in my sheet.
Yeah. What was the okay, and then what was the subclass you took for that?
Monk.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you go and you begin like hoisting him up, and the two of you just fly. You hover up, and then you land, and then you hover up, and then you land, and you watch actually as the sphere that you have enclosed yourselves in, the blasts of wind that the that the gnomes are maintaining fly you guys up and float you all the way to the top, and you kind of roll yourselves over and down onto this platform there. At the moment, it is only Drake at the bottom of or Ariel at the bottom of these pathways here.
You just gotta start climbing.
Come on, big guy, climb like you mean it.
As you begin climbing up, just roll me a simple survival, like you can roll survival, athletics, or acrobatics check here.
It's gonna be athletics.
Athletics, cool.
It's 26.
26, wonderful. With the 26, you begin jumping and as you jump, you begin following the pathway that they've taken here. As you watch as these gnomes begin taking this little, they swing from one area of the mangrove up to another branch that they jump on. They jump up and away off of this branch and land on a second one. They do like a little springy that launches them up to this area on the sequoia where they begin climbing up. And then from there, you watch as they, you follow them step by step, and you jump, and on this branch you almost think that it's going to break because the weight of yourself, but it releases you with this ridiculous force that, heavier object landing on it, heavier object flying up from it, and you land, you actually pass one of the gnomes on their way up, because when you get launched back, you end up higher on the tree than he was, and you catch the handhold and look down at him as he swings around to the other side and begins, he's like, come on, and you go, grab, handle, branch, until pretty soon, it is the well, you said you haven't seen Planet of the Apes, it's monkey swinging in a tree, Tarzan, it's the Tarzan escape scene, right? It's all of a sudden you're up at the very top of this tree overlooking pretty much the entire forest for just a second. And you watch as there's a pathway through some of the larger trees here that are spread amongst here. You see as they've built different rope bridges between these trees. That all appear to have this same sort of exterior reflective sheen on them. They can only be seen from within the interior of this sort of illusory zone. And you guys follow
illusions everywhere.
Illusions everywhere, man. I mean, hey, if you are a guerrilla warfare group in a war with a nearby country, illusory magic would probably be your best friend.
That's true, bro.
It is. How do we not be seen by the people that we are fighting?
You're smart for that.
Yeah. And so you guys kind of continue along these rope bridges. A bunch of them leading you. They lead you for probably an hour and a half along these rope bridges between these different trees as you go deeper and deeper into this jungle. You watch as the size of the trees around you, whereas unlike at this coast where there was kind of a larger variation, you end up in an area where it is a large swath of overgrown trees, all massive. This begins to be more of the home tree sort of avatar thing going on, where there is a wide swath of these giant trees all enclosed within each other, they're different branch canopies overlaying each other, and you come to this they have a large area where planks of wood have been built around, radiating outward the center of this tree, just like a large raised platform, 400 feet off the ground here, and they kind of gesture you over to these beds that they've made up that are just simple cloth padding on the ground here, bedrolls almost, and they just go, we do sleep kind of simply. We mainly just keep things easy to easy to flee here if we needed to, just in the event of any sort of active attack against this place. You know, a lot of our places get taken out or destroyed in some way, shape, or form. So,
understandable.
But we have, you know, we have beds, we have food. All of our food's gonna be pretty, you know, again, pretty simple, tactile. You know, your hard tacks, your dried meats, your anything that's easy to keep on the go. So nothing fancy, but
it makes sense to us. At least to me.
It's like we never left the boat.
It's like you never left the boat, except now you are 400 feet in the air.
Don't remind me.
Hector just, you know, sloshed out of his mind. Like, I just got, you know, flown all the way up.
Man, I've been busy before, and I've been in some storms, but woo!
Don't yarf.
Make me move fast.
Don't yarf.
Don't yarf. Wonderful. And as you guys bed down for your first night here, they kind of just... you notice that the gnomes all kind of... how do I phrase it? They all seem very... not like business-like, but they all... You know, with a start in the sense of... Sorry, let me get my English together here for a second. With a difference between the like the sorts of places that you've been before, everywhere is a lot more. Holding on.
Travis, power. Oh, we've got storms.
Oh, do we?
This is cursed, Sesh.
Yeah, we might legit.
Fucking Mercury's in
struggling.
I'm telling you, man, it's got to be Mercury and Gatorade. We might legit just have to pick this up next week with like actually
Honestly.
where we were.
Honestly.